Good morning and welcome to the Daily Cyber Briefing for Thursday the 23rd of October. I'm Stephen Ridgway. Over 250 Magento stores were hit overnight as hackers exploit a new Adobe commerce flaw. So the vulnerability in question is tracked as CVE-2025-40776 with a CVSS score of 9.1. It's a critical improper input validation flaw that could be used to take over customer accounts in Adobe Commerce through the Commerce REST API. Okay, quite a mouthful. Basically, there are patches available. The patches have been out for a little while, but it looks like around 60-odd% of Magento stores are still vulnerable to this particular flaw. So yeah, the patch has been out for 6 weeks. Yeah, I think it's been out for around 6 weeks. So the patch is there. The article also has some indicators of compromise. There's some IP addresses that are associated with communications to and from compromised machines. So if you are using Magento, then it would be a very sensible thing to do to have a look at the article and apply patches before you are targeted, bearing in mind that it appears that this is now being actively exploited. The Lazarus group has used fake job ads in order to spy on Europe's drone and defense sector. So drones and all things to do with drones and warfare since the war in Ukraine has become, very much something that everybody is concerned about, everybody is thinking about. Unsurprisingly, there's a lot of research that goes on in Europe in this space. North Korea has a very strong interest in drone research, mainly because they use very similar sorts of technology in their drones that we use in European drones. So looking for intellectual property, looking for innovation as a shortcut to improvement, and also to make sure that their drones remain functional if in a war situation. So they are looking to gather as much information as they can. And so unsurprisingly, there is a focus at the moment on Europe's defense industry. Now, I know that if you work in the defense industry, you're aware that you're being targeted all the time, but it is just something to keep in mind that there is a particular drive at the moment from the Lazarus group in order to gain information about drones and drone developments and drone research. The way that this stuff is being triggered through DreamJob offers aimed at people who may have access to particularly interesting information, as seen through the lens of Lazarus group. They are targeting people with dream job descriptions. Jobs don't exist, of course. The victims receive what looks like a legitimate job offer, complete with a detailed description and a PDF reader to view it. The reader is actually laced with malware. So it's not the first time that North Korean groups have used fake recruitment schemes, and it won't be the last time either. But targets are in aerospace, defense and engineering sectors at the moment. So definitely something to be aware of. There's a good article in HelpNet Security, definitely worth having a read if you are concerned. So, and I would also bear in mind, not just defense manufacturers, but the suppliers to defense manufacturers may wish to avail themselves of this knowledge, because supply chain attacks are as common, if not more common, I think, these is than direct attacks on the actual targets. And then finally from me today, there is a vulnerability in bind 9. It exposes DNS servers to cache poisoning and DOS. So as we are acutely aware after the very recent AWS outage that was caused by DNS issues, DNS is something that we need to take more seriously. There are 3 vulnerabilities: CVE-2025-40777, 40778, and 40780. Malformed DNS key records being the key to this, which can result in resource exhaustion through high CPU load. Excuse me. If you are running a bind 9 DNS server, please, at the earliest opportunity, upgrade to 9.18.41-S1 or 9.20.15-S1. Currently, no known active exploits exist, and there are no workarounds available, so patching is the only mitigation strategy. Don't expect that no known exploits will remain as no known exploits for very long, especially if stuff is hitting the mainstream cyber press. Lots of people will already know about it, and pretty much everybody that didn't now does. So definitely something to be aware of. As there are no mitigations, patching your way out of this is the only thing you can do. Recommend you don't hold off, because attacks against DNS are known and are seen by adversarial groups to be a particularly cool thing to do. Okay, well, that's all from me for today. Hope you have a good